Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bosch blog, your go-to space for all things bullet journaling, books, and beyond. If you're new here, I'm Brittany and I'm excited to have you join me today. Today we are setting up my reading journal for 2026 and I am so excited about this. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. I've made some updates, added some cool spreads, and we're diving in. So before we get too far into this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all the things so you don't miss any updates. Let's jump in here. So you saw me do my cover page and it turned out really crappy. So I moved on very quickly and I'm glad we don't have to talk about it for too long. So here we are doing my goal. I'm planning on reading at least 26 books in 2026 because that's the year and I thought that would be an easy way to figure that out. I have some books that I definitely want to read next year, so I made a top 10 want to read page. And yeah, there are some books that have been on my TBR for ever, and then there are some that I just got that are new releases, and I'm really excited to read. So I'll do a video about that, maybe on a different social for that. So, you can find me anywhere. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Find me. So this year I did a reading plan and it was just lists, but this year for 2026 I wanted to get a little fancier and literally don't know why I did this. It took me 45 minutes to do this in real time, which really, when you think about it, isn't that bad. But did I need to spend 45 minutes on one spread in my reading journal? No, not really. But did I do it? Yeah, I did. And when you see the end of this, it came out so nice. So each month has its own little quote unquote theme, right? Now I'm not following a theme with my reading, but I thought that the spread would be kind of cute. So I try to plan out which books I'm going to read throughout the year. And a lot of times I don't stick to that plan. Unless it's a new release, which I don't plan on getting any new releases unless that Sarah J. Maas book comes out, the ACOTAR one. I don't know. Or if Rebecca Yarros releases one for the Empyrean series. So here we have January, we have a snowman. And then in February, we have a cute little teacup with a heart for Valentine's Day. And then March, I did 4-leaf clovers. What else would I do, So we are coloring that in, going with the green for March. Let's move on to April. April is Easter. Easter means Easter Bunny and the resurrection of my Lord and Savior Jesus. But I thought we'd go with the Easter Bunny. And then May. May is Mother's Day and Mayflowers. So we did a pretty little tulip, which actually probably comes out in April, but we're in Western Pennsylvania and you don't know what's happening with the weather. So we did some purple tulips and we added some green because why not? In June, I do a lot of planting in June, flower planting. I decided this year I'm not doing a lot of flower planting and or vegetable planting because I never get anything out of my garden and I'm tired of it. I'm bored with it. I'm not doing it. I'd rather be reading. So I did a little it almost looks like a Christmas cactus, but whatever, it's meant to be a flower. So we did June. July, 4th of July, birth of our nation. I'm going to be 250 years old this year. That's great. So we did a firecracker and a star because America. And then I'm getting ahead of myself. July, August. August is my birth month. So I'm a summer baby through and through. I like to be in the pool, so I did a pool ring donut thing, even though I struggle to sit on those in the pool now. September is back to school. We got an apple. Thank you, Megan, for the idea. October is obviously Halloween. It's also my daughter's birth month, but we love Halloween here, so we did a jack-o'-lantern. And he's cute. And I went against my rules of doing the color before the pen and it turned out all right. So there we are. Now, obviously November, we did Tom the Turkey because we like Thanksgiving and we are very thankful for all of you for watching this video this far through because we are at 4 minutes and 45 seconds. I don't know how I'm going to talk for 10 and a half minutes, but we're going to see. We're a third of the way there. So we got Tom the Turkey And for December, we did a pretty evergreen tree and a present because that's Christmas. I can't draw a manger, so we went with a tree and a present. All right, we're moving on. I saw a lot of people do these like books read in a year and you just color it in and it looks really cool. So that's what I am doing this year, and I royally messed up on here. So I went really quick and I cut a lot of this out of here because y'all don't want to see me make a bunch of lines like 30 some odd times. Like, that's boring. So I only did a couple, and then you'll see I skip ahead, and then you'll see I do the up ones. Like, I use this ruler a lot. I love the millimeter side of the ruler. It really helps like with the dots. Instead of counting dots, I use that. So as you can see, I make a mistake here and put my goal in not the right place. So I did it 21 and my goal is 26. So we used our handy dandy whiteout pen, coming in clutch every day, and we moved it down to 26, and that's all right. You can't really see it. I mean, it looks all right. The next page is book bingo, and normally like I print out all my pages, and this year I was like, let me sit down and make this a little bit more artistic because, like, why not? It's good for your mental health to do artistic things, and this is like the only artistic thing I do. So this was really cathartic, as they call it. So we're doing book bingo, and I probably took way too long to do this, but we're going to start a series, finish a series, 1-word title, 5-star read. Let's see what else comes up here. Something that's been on my TBR for over a year. Like, there's probably 50 books that have been on my TBR for over a year. Local author. I do have an author friend that I went to high school with, and I'm hoping to read one of her books this year. A new author to me, a book that was made into a TV show or movie, over 500 pages, Sarah J. Maas. I'm looking at you, girl. Classic. I think I'm going to read 1984 for a classic, or A Wrinkle in Time. Haven't decided. A standalone book set in the past, a thriller, a fantasy, because those are my favorite book that my husband read, because he doesn't read very many books, maybe like 2 or 3 a year. So that'll be fun. I think that's going to be Project Hail Mary. Continue a series, borrow a book. I borrowed The Handmaid's Tale off of my aunt, so maybe that'll be my borrowed book. And then a self-help book. I plan on reading Atomic Habits and one other one, I forget what it's called. The Let Them Theory. And then bought 0 books. My goal next year is to buy 0 books, unless it's like, you know, an Empyrean book or an Akhtar book. And that's it. Like, I plan on buying no books. I'm not doing it. Holding myself to it. We are saving money in 2026. We are paying off debt and saving money. So there's that. All right, we got pages read each day. I love doing this spread. This one I changed it a little bit, and I've noticed I've been reading more pages more frequently, so I kind of like divvied it up a little bit better. And yeah, so we're going in 15-page increments, and color coding. I had to add a couple more colors this year. Woot woot, how exciting. And then we are doing when I finished a book. I love how I wrote when. Like, that never happens, and I love how it looks. So things we track on this page is obviously, like, when I finished a book is when I color in a square, but I also track the type of book it was and where I got it from. I may borrow books from the library, and I do get audiobooks from Libby, so that will be happening, but I'm not spending a dime. I'm not spending a dime on a book in 2026. We're using our trusty eraser and getting rid of the pencil marks, and we're coloring in here. I try to do it with my favorite colors so that I really enjoy it. Next page is favorite quotes. This just has the title on it because we're going to work through it and like put boxes in it. It'll be cool. And then I started my January reads section. So I'm going to have a calendar spread here, and I'm going to color like a line in a different color for each book that I'm reading, and that color line will associate with a book underneath. I'll show you guys once it's like as I go. So that's something new I'm doing, and then each book review from January will be following this, and then when the month is over, we'll start a new month. So I thought that would be different and something new to do. But after this, I mean, that's about it for my book reading journal setup. I hope you guys enjoyed this and follow along for updates as we go. Thanks everybody, and happy 2026. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year, and we'll see you all next time.